Hello and welcome to Xbox Tavern's After Dark on the 3rd of November. Almost remember, but not quite. And this time, joining me, we have Scottish Gruff Ross
Hello.
and Hostmaster Jay. And we decided to play another game of 20 questions.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all got I think we're going to do one each to try and sort of put
Good
a test
time.
and see what we can do, see if we can catch each other out or how long we can stretch them out to see if they can get it or not. And I think I'm going first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's go with it.
Right, go on. I've got my game ready, so let's get ready for your questions.
Okay. Ross, do you want to ask some questions? Can I just clarify something before we get started?
Yeah,
Are we sticking to Xbox or are we going...
I am. I don't know what Ross is doing. Let's wait till it's his turn before we go through that tediousness.
It's like, is it on the Xbox store? No.
No, it's that being the snake on the bloody Nokia 3310.
Oh, yeah.
Being the N-Gage, the sideways phone you had to hold up.
Oh, that was fucking awesome.
Oh, the Engage, yeah.
Fucking love that phone.
Nope, it's Donkey Kong from fucking Game & Watch, little hand.
Woohoo. It's actually Doom on a toaster.
Doom on Alarmo or whatever it's called, the Nintendo thing. Apparently that plays it now. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Great.
We're getting sidetracked already.
Is it... can you play this game on a 360?
No.
Okay.
Is it or has it ever been in Game Pass?
Yes.
Okay. Is it primarily a single player game?
No.
Is it a action game, a sports game, or a racing game?
Yes.
Okay. We need to narrow that down, I guess.
Yes.
Well, I'm just thinking of the shenanigans of some of the stuff on the Microsoft Store where it lists something, but it's clearly one of them, but it doesn't add the extra genres. Is it? Let's go sports. Is it a sports game?
Yes.
Sports. Okay.
Right. And it's been in Game Pass. Or it currently is in Game Pass.
Is it?
That's not the question. You said, has it been in Game Pass? You said if it currently still is.
And it's a sport game.
I was going to ask about like if it's EA or 2K or stuff like that, but I feel like it's pretty obvious because how many people make sports games?
Yeah.
Just EA or 2K pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, you sort of tick the boxes.
I feel like it might be a good chance to ask. I'm not asking this right now. I'm confirmed with Ross whether it's like based on a real life sport or whether it's a made up sport, like
Blood Bowl or something.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Should we go down this route? Because he did say he was trying to be sneaky.
Oh, that's a good point. It could be like a golf game though, like that, because he wouldn't think we would think golf, or like super mega baseball or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something that would catch us out.
How do you want to phrase it then? Do we want to go whether it's real sport or made up sport or American sport, perhaps?
I was going to say, is it based on an American sport or an American standardized sport type idea? Like, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
That was the question.
Is it based on an American sport?
Yes. Oh, no, sorry. So, is it a North American sport? That's what I meant to say.
No. Not
right, so that rules out hockey, American football, baseball, basketball,
wrestling, technically, I suppose.
Wrestling. So we're either football, golf, tennis,
cricket,
rugby, cricket. Pretty sure there's not a bowling game.
Lacrosse.
Handball. Oh no, handball's not on Game Pass, but there's a handball game that I played.
Is handball?
Yeah, there's handball. It's just a shit game.
Yeah, no, what region is that?
I don't know.
That off?
I'm not sure where it originated, but I reviewed Handball 21, I think it was.
I know you reviewed it. That's what I was meant to say. It's like, if I had to pick that, I wouldn't even know what area to put that one up.
Please don't ask me what region it is, because right. What are we thinking then, Jay? So it's not a North American sport. You want to ask if it's like based on a real? That's a tricky one.
I asked that to you, and then I'm sitting there thinking, I can't think of anything that's not based on a real sport.
Yeah.
Other than something like Rocket League, but obviously we've already had Rocket League. But
yeah,
obviously even like Blood Bowl, like you said, is
so it's been in Game
based on a real
Pass.
sport.
It's not a single player game, so it's a multiplayer sports game that's been in Game Pass.
Yeah, not primarily a single player game.
Yeah. Huh.
Would it help if we narrowed it either to EA or 2K? Because again, they're the main culprits, really, aren't they? So if we found out which one it was, we could perhaps
Nah,
narrow it.
because then if it's something like Golf with Friends, for example, that's not going to help.
True. What about if we went? What about if we went? Is this a simulation sport or like a arcadey version? Because, like you said, Golf with Friends.
I like it.
Would be an arcadey version of golf, whereas PGA Tour would be a simulation.
I do like it. Yep, let's go with that.
Okay, all right. So is this a simulation sport type game?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's based on more real life. Right, okay. See, I would ask if it's like...
Question 8.
I would ask if it was like... Is it based on a ball? But then, like, I feel like most sports that it's going to be are ball-based.
Is it based off people playing it?
So, like, I'm thinking...
Sim sports games on.
He's thinking whiff waff. You do Rockstar's whiff waff.
We could
Or virtual whiff waff.
We could do bat and ball, perhaps. Is it a bat and ball game rather than because that again that would narrow it down to baseball,
Yeah.
Not baseball, so cricket and
Bat and
Tennis.
ball. That's a cake.
tennis. We go with that.
Yes.
Is this a sports game you play with a bat and ball?
No. No bat and ball.
Do you use... I don't know.
Do you use sports equipment? Yes.
Can
That's
you get a red
what
card? No.
Whiff waff.
Now the problem is I've just asked that question, and now all I can think of is bat and ball games.
Yeah.
So
I said Rockstar's whiff waff.
I can't think of anything. I'm having sports blanks.
I know we are sports, racing, or action, but could it be sports and racing, perhaps?
Could try.
And it's like one of the dirt games or something like that. He wouldn't pick that because he doesn't like racing games.
Could be.
Is it worth burning one on that?
Yeah.
Would this title also have racing involved in the sport?
No. No reason.
It doesn't involve bat and ball either.
Doesn't involve Battenbergs.
I mean, that narrows narrows it down to like football, obviously.
Yeah. Rugby.
Whiff waff.
Whiff waff.
Whiff waff.
10-pin bowling. Is there a 10-pin bowling game? No.
I mean, there probably is, but not that I know of on Game Pass.
Monkey bowling.
No, I'm struggling here.
Could it be? Oh no! I was suddenly thinking again outside the box, like something like Connect Sports or something. But I think Game Pass was way after that. Was it? I think.
No, I'm drawing blanks on sports here. Like, or I'm not drawing blanks on sports. I'm drawing blanks on sports games.
Would ice hockey be considered an American sport?
Yeah, I say North American specifically. Make sure that it ticked that box. Shall we try and narrow down like age?
Yeah.
Is it a game from the last 5 years?
The question?
Yes.
Yes.
And have we established if it was on? Is it on Game Pass or it was on Game Pass?
The question you asked was has it been in Game Pass?
Yeah.
We ask if it is currently in Game Pass. That would make life easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's currently in Game Pass.
To be honest, I'm not sure. We'll have to check.
Some research. The fact he's having to check suggests to me it is, if it's in the last 5 years, it's probably towards the 5 years old mark rather than being something from this year.
We got anything?
I feel like it's.
I don't think it is anymore.
Don't think it is anymore. Right.
I feel like it's like it's leaning towards like an EA, like not FC, FIFA type.
Like FIFA,
thing.
yeah. But then we were just going to batter off FIFA games. We can't really do that.
I think they just removed EA. FIFA 21 maybe. Don't know if the rest, how more recent they are. But ask.
I suppose we just maybe start narrowing it down by what type of ball games now.
Okay,
is it a
maybe
football
it is.
game?
Ignore me. Maybe it is.
Is it a football game?
Yes.
There we go.
Is it Street House Soccer? Oh shit! No, that's not working. So did you say it is in Game Pass? Did you say?
Yeah. From the looks of this, it still is.
Right. So it's a football game that's in Game Pass.
Are there any football games in Game Pass that aren't FIFA or EAFC?
No.
So it has to be one of the FIFAs, surely.
I would say so. Yes. I think.
I don't know how we would narrow it down without literally asking year by year.
Well, I suppose. I suppose.
You know the cover stars.
Well, what I was going to say is try and narrow it down. So, is it called? Does it have EA Sports in its name?
Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So it's got EA Sports in it. So it can only be 2 games because there's only 2 football games that have EA Sports in the name, and it's EA Sports FC 25 and EA Sports FC 24.
But 25 isn't in Game Pass yet, though, is
But
it?
25 is an in-game pass. So, by that logic, it should be EA Sports FC 24.
What about if we ask, is this a game that had a name change very recently? As in, like the last couple of years, they changed the name from one thing to another.
Seriously? Why are you beating it to death?
Just ticking boxes.
We just got to make sure.
How can you not be sure? There's only one in Game Pass with that name. There's only 2 that's got that name. Clearly one's not in Game Pass.
Just ask my fucking question.
You know it's within the last 5 years.
Does the number have an even number in it?
Yeah.
Yes, right. There we go. We're not.
Do you dickhead. It's in the last 5 years. It's got a 2.
Can I make a guess, Jay?
Oh, please, let's put Graham out of his misery because he's shaking over there.
I'm going to lock in EA Sports FC 24.
Yes.
Whee! You got there. Look at that. That was a bit of a
It
shenanigans.
says it's got an even number. There's like 2s in all of them.
Yeah, but like 25 isn't an even number, isn't an odd number, not an even number.
You didn't say end in an even number. You said, does it have an even number?
Yeah, but 25 would be an odd number.
Yeah. That's semantics we don't need to get into because we got it EA Sports FC 24. Yes.
Now, good luck getting my game.
Okay, right. Let me fucking
And you're set on the fact that it's not on Xbox. Or have you
How do you
changed
mean?
it? You said it's not on the Xbox store, which means it's not an Xbox game.
That's very true, yes.
Okay. So we've got to start again now, Graham.
Yeah.
And this is going to be... I feel like we're going to fail here somewhat, but let's give it a go.
We'll have to work out what it's on first.
Yeah, so
I assume it's on PC.
Then let's leave with that. Is this a PC game? Let's go with that.
No.
Okay.
Notes here. So no. Okay.
Got it. That was my one.
Feel like we need to.
Well,
It's not in the Xbox store, but doesn't necessarily mean it's not on Xbox as well, I suppose. But it could be.
Asking if it's been on any Xbox, that should cover all bases then.
Can you play this on any form of Xbox?
No.
Okay, cool.
Is it a PlayStation game?
Yes.
There we go.
All questions in, and we're back where we started.
No.
Hang on a minute. You can't change your answer after you.
No, I can't because I'm trying to make sure that you don't go down the wrong rabbit hole.
But you can play it on a PlayStation then.
No.
Okay, so yes was not the right answer.
So it's not a PlayStation game, and you can't play it on PlayStation. Is the correct answer to what you were saying?
Yes.
Okay. But that's so now you because that leads me to think that it's like a something Sony did at some point, but not like before the PlayStation was the thing, perhaps. But I don't think they did any games back then. And Ross wouldn't know anything before the fucking early 90s. Unless he's just gone down the Google rabbit hole and was like, what's the oldest, weirdest game I can find?
This is what I mean. I'll not count that answer there, but your question needs more specificity. That's what I'll say.
As in, is it made by Sony or something?
No. Are you asking, is it a game that you can play on the PlayStation umbrella, or are you talking about the PlayStation?
Oh no, on the umbrella, I think for now.
Yes.
Okay, right. So it is on a PlayStation console, but
yes,
from that mild hint there,
I didn't know if Green was going to then, because if I said yes to that, I didn't know if he was going to go right down like PlayStation games, as in like PS1,
yes, like as in the original, yeah. Okay.
So that's why I was like, oh shit, no, wait, actually.
Okay. So is this on? Let's go PlayStation 4 system.
No.
Okay.
PS2?
Yes.
Okay. PS2 game. Is this an action, horror, or RPG?
No.
Just making a note of what I just asked there.
RPG. Right, my turn. Round 7. I'd say FPS, sports, or platform.
Yes.
I have a feeling he's got Time Splitter stuck in his head. But then that was available on the Xbox
PS2,
as
yeah.
well.
It was on the Xbox, yeah. Okay, so one of the three. I'm
So
hoping
FPS,
he hasn't also
sports,
gone
and platform.
sports, but he could very well have done.
Well,
Was Football Manager on PS2?
LMA Manager.
He was Championship Manager back in the early 2000s anyway.
So let's go. Let's narrow it down then, shall we? Let's go. Is this a platform game? Platformer game? No.
Is it an FPS?
No.
Okay, so we're on sports then.
You motherfuckers.
This might have been a sports game that you've played, Jay.
I don't know about that.
I think it might be.
Okay. So Should we renege some of the questions we asked?
Yeah.
Asked you? Is it a North American based sport?
I think he's hinting the fact that it's gonna be an arcadey one that is based off of North American sports.
It's tricky. If yes, let's go for yes.
Is it simulation?
No.
Yeah, I told you.
So something he just said spurred me on a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. That's why I was thinking like Blitz or Blood Bowl Bits or something, like whatever those ones are.
All right, so let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to guess a couple of sort of types of American sports, as it were, that I would consider them. Although maybe one of them isn't. Is it basketball, American football, or snowboarding?
No.
Balls. That last one was my hopeful dig.
SSX?
Yeah.
What did you say?
American football, basketball, and snowboarding.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, when you said it's tricky, I was like, oh, has he slipped something? But no, he hadn't.
It's tricky to rock.
Basketball, football, ice hockey. Okay. Oh, snowboarding. So what else does that leave? Sort of ice hockey. What else is North American? Baseball?
Baseball.
Yeah, I'll just say, is it either ice hockey or baseball?
No.
Okay.
Feel like we're a creek with no paddle at the minute.
Especially when we don't know what the sport is.
I mean, he was very, very iffy on whether it was actually like the North American question got a bit of a. So I don't know what that means. I mean, I'm obviously not a sports person.
Oh no! I was about to say it's going to be Speedball, but it can't be Speedball because that was on the Mega Drive as well.
So what I would say to give you a wee helpful hand on that one is it's a worldwide sport, but you would associate it more with North America.
Well, it can't be golf, otherwise he'd be doing his own nation a disservice.
Oh, well, exactly.
Can't be doing tennis because that's once again UK based. Can't think of many other worldwide sports. Frisbee,
but ultimate frisbee.
What about like skateboarding or like BMX or something like that?
Yeah,
but then I suppose most of them were on Xbox as well, like Tony Hawk's and Matt. I can't remember his name. What was the BMX dude?
Matt.
Dave Mira.
No, there's a Dave Mira as well. There is a Matt something else to do with that.
BMX, Triple X.
Yeah,
Matt Hoffman. That's it. Yeah.
I was all about my fucking skateboarding BMX when I was younger.
I don't know, Jay, we're on to your question. If you're still trying to work out the sport. I don't know if you want to work out what's involved, like a ball or something else.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, because I can't think of any sports that involve balls. Easy.
That we haven't already said.
We haven't already asked.
That's. Yeah. Oh, not wrestling, maybe. That's a sport that you kind of worldwide that you'd associate with them. Yeah, he's acting shady as well.
But PS2 though, I don't know what was on PS2 that wasn't
SmackDown,
on. SmackDown vs Raw was on Xbox actually, yeah.
And Here Comes the Pain.
Bring It and all that sort of stuff.
But that would tick those boxes of though.
Yeah.
You said it
Right.
wasn't simulation, so there's only one kind of arcadey one in your house or something that wasn't kind of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, I suppose even the SmackDown games weren't simulation, though, were they?
Why weren't they?
They were definitely not.
Because that would catch him out now.
No, they definitely weren't. If you think of a simulation, you'd have to be like UFC. It would be a combat game or like Fight Night.
Yeah, I suppose like the Raw game would be more of a simulation because they're combos and stuff, whereas the SmackDown games, more
Right.
arcade.
Well, I think he's catching. Well, try it. I mean, we don't even know it's wrestling yet, but it seems
Alright.
likely that it was most associated with American the way he was saying it that way. That fits.
Is this some form of WWE video game?
No.
Why would you go specific W? Why can't you just say wrestling?
That's what I didn't understand. Why did you specifically go right in for WWE?
Because WCW wasn't a thing by the time of the PS2, I don't think. And I suppose there could be TNA games, but I'm pretty sure TNA game was on Xbox as well.
Is it a wrestling game?
Yes.
Dickhead.
But I mean, I would feel
You
like
fucking overthought that, jeez. Fucking hell.
I felt like WWE was a pretty solid bet, but I guess what other wrestling games are there that are on PS2 and not on Xbox?
Well, that's what we need to work out then, don't we? But if it's not WWE, then it kind of leaves one of the other kind of ones. But isn't there like All Japan Wrestling or some like?
I mean, TNA had a game, but I feel like
it wasn't that old.
On PS2, really?
It was Xbox 360. I did own it. It was shit, but I owned it.
Could be like one like the backyard wrestling.
Oh,
the
that was a backyard one.
Again, I don't know if they were PS2 only or not, or at least not Xbox, I should say.
How many questions she's got left?
We're on 16.
Not got like a developer, a publisher.
I don't think that would help me. I don't know who done backyard or.
Yeah, that's not going to help
THQ
us. I mean,
would have been
THQ did
the
obviously the
majority of them,
SmackDown ones.
But we know it's not WWE.
Could I be pedantic and say that's technically WWF?
Or if you did, that would be ruining the experience. So I hope you didn't do that.
Yeah, don't make me waste a question asking if it's WWF. You know what I meant. I don't know. I can only think of like backyard wrestling, but I have no idea.
Or try that or WCW.
Is it? If it's not WWE, is it either WCW, TNA, or some form of backyard wrestling promotion?
No.
So could be like one of the wrestling games that are like story based, like involve aliens, or I can't remember. There was like a random wrestling game where there was some random things going on.
I feel like I'm going to get punched for this game.
I was trying to think. There was one like involving like the Rampage characters and like Mothra and those ones as well. I'm not sure that counts as wrestling. It was just a fighting game.
What if we're looking at wrestling wrong? What if it is like more like Olympic type wrestling, like you said, like UFC?
Nah, they would have done each bloody one on PS2. I was thinking more like, what was it called? Like WrestleFest. It was like a nondescript kind of wrestling game. It was like wrestlers, but it's just no one specific. It was just randomers.
Like Scott Besner and
kind of like Punch Out, where you had like for like in terms of like Glass Jaw Joe and shit like that, just made up people.
But yeah, I'm drawing a complete blank. I can't think of any wrestling games that aren't like associated with WWE or WCW or anyone like that.
Does anyone in
ECW
in this wrestling game exist? Are they based on real people?
Yes. What's that, 18? 17? 18?
It's not like celebrity deathmatch or something like that, is it? It wasn't that sort of wrestling involving.
Yeah. There was a game of that, which I don't know if it was on Xbox actually or not.
But
Is that a
that's
question?
I'm clutching at straws. That's my only other thing I think is that's kind of. I don't know if that's wrestling or fighting. That's
Jay, you go for that as a question?
I'm not quite sure what the question was, but yeah, I suppose so. Whatever. Is it?
is
Hey,
it
do you
based
want
on
to
celebrities?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't believe that pulled it out. Is that it?
Okay. So I mean, I've got literally nothing else. We've got one question and then a guess.
What, we're on question 18. Oh, right.
So we're on 19 now, and then we've got one more.
Oh, I thought we were on 18.
Jay said 18, the last one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was question 18 just then.
Okay.
I suppose we could ask.
Based off the
I,
MTV.
I feel like you've nailed it, but we could ask, like, is it based on a TV show with claymation animation or
then.
whatever?
That'll do.
Yeah, Ross, whatever I just said there.
No.
Ah, no,
So this is your guess.
no claymation. Okay. So it can't be celebrity deathmatch then.
But it involves celebrities.
Oh, Def Jam, something like that. Would that be considered a wrestling
No,
game?
that's fighting rather than wrestling.
I don't know because they do. I feel like they do a lot of wrestling moves in there.
I know, but it's fighting. It's not. It's a death match. As I said, it's a death match. It's not fighting. It's just completely. Yeah, it's just pure fighting.
Ross, would you consider Def Jam a wrestling game?
Well, if it's not celebrity death match, then just go for that. You ain't got anything else. Def Jam.
I don't think that was on Xbox either.
Go on, then. He's caught us out then.
Let's go. The only one I can think of right now because I can't remember the second name. Def Jam Fighting for New York. Is it that?
No.
Right. Put us out of our misery then. Tell us what wrestling game that's not WWE or TNA or WCW, and not celebrity, not claymation, not Def Jam. Oh dear. Pull it up. Show us. Tell us. What we got?
Oh, that's chugging.
Okay, I don't recognise this at all.
Nope.
Sure we will once he gets into it.
It's definitely PlayStation 2 the way it's loading. Oh.
There's about to be rage.
What is it?
Oh, it looks kind of Def Jamish.
Is it going to be the other Def Jam? Whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of the second one. No, it's not Def Jam. What is this?
It is. It's just Def Jam in the background. You did get it.
A different one, though, isn't it? I suppose.
He just said the different
Not
name.
Fight for New York.
You got Def Jam. I'm saying we got it.
What is it? Vendetta. God damn it!
We got Def Jam. I'm saying we
No.
got it.
Is that the first one or the second one?
That's the first one. Def Jam Fight for New York was the second one.
I couldn't think of the other one.
Fucking clutch one for that on J-Lo for fucking not getting one wee part of the game right.
Oh, we got close. We got close. I've never played Def Jam. Any good?
Fucking brilliant game, man. DMX was like the hardest fucking fighting ever made.
I think is that the one with Ludacris in?
They're all in it. DMX, Ludacris, Joe Budden.
Snoop's in there, isn't he?
There's tons of them. The main guy who's called D-Mob is voiced by fucking Kratos.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I remember reading a lot about him, but I never played any.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Tremendous. Well, we nearly got there, Gray. We were so close right at the end. I just couldn't remember any of the other subtitles.
Yeah. Def Jam Fight for New York was the second one. Def Jam Vendetta was the original.
That was on 360, I think, wasn't it? Fight for New York.
Quite possibly, yes. This one was GameCube and PS2.
Yeah.
It didn't come to the original Xbox. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
And just to be pedantic, Gray, when you were saying that it was a fighting game, the description on Wiki is Def Jam Vendetta is a 3D professional wrestling fighting video game.
Yeah.
And it's in a ring and you do wrestling moves.
Well, you do wrestling moves in a lot of different fighting games. Doesn't mean it's a wrestling game.
And as it describes, with minor button bashing elements added, are more arcade than a simulation.
What's to say? You can do wrestling moves in Play Streets of Rage. Doesn't make that a wrestling game.
This is true.
I feel like Def Jam, but yeah, definitely fits the bill for wrestling rather than just all out and out fighting.
Well, I definitely steered it there when I said about celebrities.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Right.
We wouldn't have got nowhere near. I really wish it had been Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great fucking program. I'm not sure about the game itself, but
You pulled that at me. I got us to wrestling. I got us to celebrities. I just didn't get Def Jam.
Def Jam. Fucking love that game.
Right.
really never played it. I should have done really. I suppose.
So one for you, Jay, or you wanted to stop it there?
I mean, we can do one more if you're up for it, but if not, then don't worry.
Why have we got a Rink Tink 5K?
No, it's supposed to be fucking. Come on, load up.
Nope.
Why is it? Oh. We'll come back to this when it's loaded. Anyway, there we go.
There we go.
Celebrity Deathmatch. Look
I
at it.
fucking love Celebrity
Ron
Deathmatch.
Jeremy. I don't know who Cindy Margolis is, but got cannons for tits apparently.
Celebrity Deathmatch was fucking
I used to
awesome.
love watching
Let's
that.
get it on.
I want a good, clean fight.
What was the ref's name? I can picture it. I can hear his voice, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Just remembering from that. I didn't know it was based on a real guy. I just thought it was a thing until I actually saw the real guy in like an actual boxing fight.
Marilyn Manson
the
v
guy
Carrot Top.
Oh, what a great show that was! That was peak internet before the internet was really a thing.
Can you imagine that trying to come out today? Holy shit!
I feel like the woke media would.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Yes. Name quickly before we do another quick guess the dot game. Not guess the dot game. 20 questions. Where is he? Come on, Mills Lane. Sorry.
Mills
Lane.
Lane. Yeah,
Mills Lane.
of course.
Oh, yeah. Tremendous. What a fucking what program. Anyway, while I very quickly decided to pick on a game because I didn't actually prepare one because I wasn't sure. I was doing one. Graham,
Yeah. What?
talk about my Dragon Age.
Oh,
Talk about more about Dragon Age.
Yeah, why not?
you know what? Just on a sidetrack, just as Gray's clearly not thinking about what he was going to say about Dragon Age.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much more to say.
Do you know what the referee is famous for?
Go on.
What, Mills Lane?
Yes.
Was it not boxing?
It was, but one moment in particular in boxing history.
The
He was-
biting of the ear.
He was the ref when Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear.
Yeah. But
So
it was
that's
just more his phrase, let's get it on.
Some claim to fame, eh? Where would we recognise you from? You remember when Mike Tyson took a chunk out of somebody's ear? Aye, I was the guy.
I do hope he takes a chunk out of somebody's ear very soon. In what 12 days is it? That's what we're fighting.
Ear, nose, cheek,
Fucking
gullet,
No,
right there, right there, fucking hands off.
Seriously enough. You can see he's not taking it seriously enough.
Just right into the fucking Adam's apple, rip it out.
It's annoying because you want like prime sort of Tyson where he looks like he's like a proper Stone Cold killer, but
Yeah,
you can see he's not taking it that kind of seriously. He's not got that sort of look
Killer.
in his eyes.
It's one of the things like with Tyson, you want the sort of look like the lights are on but nobody's home. It's just like that 1,000-yard stare. He's just like,
yeah. Because you see him in interviews and stuff like, yeah, you can tell the person that's asking the questions, their butt is quivering like anything.
aye, like in a minute he's going to reach out and punch me repeatedly.
Like even Joe Rogan goes, I made sure the table was big enough so I had enough space to get away from his shitty turn.
Aye. That's the guy you want to rock up against Jake Paul. No some fucking 58-year-old who's likely to have a fucking cardiac arrest.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not paying for the fight, but if someone wants to find some form of watching it that doesn't require paying, I will absolutely watch Mike Tyson destroy.
There's always ways.
The thing is, he's not going to destroy him, though.
He fucking better do. I was.
But he won't know.
There'll be riots.
Jay, is it cold in your neck of the woods?
It is
Not
getting a
especially.
bit-
No, I just like to be comfortable.
I was more just for the fact that on the last podcast, just as I remember talking about, you said it wasn't cold enough for the Starfield beanie yet, and now you're rocking out the Starfield beanie.
It is
So
now.
therefore,
Only because I went out today. I picked my kid up from her camp that the Cubs camp she'd been doing, and I thought it might be cold. It really wasn't cold, but it was enough to wear the Starfield beanie.
yeah, we don't have that problem up in Scotland. It needs to be like Arctic weather before we'll consider putting a hat on.
You have the tammies on all year round, no?
No.
All year round.
No.
Every day, baby.
Tammy ought to bonnet.
Get the tammies on. Right, I've got a game. Let's fucking do this, shall we?
Might have to speed through this.
Yeah, rapid fire, Jay,
fire.
rapid fire.
Okay, I'm not going to keep track. I'll leave you guys to keep track of the questions. So go for it. Fire away.
You go first.
Is it playable on any Xbox console?
On me, yes.
Okay. Action, horror, or RPG?
Yes.
Hmm.
And once again, I'm going with what it says on the page here.
Is it a horror game?
Is it sorry?
Is it a horror game?
No.
I don't know why he's saying it. That is an action game.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, so we know it's. I was just thinking because fucking action could be fucking a lot of things. So I know it's an RPG, so at least that kind of breaks it down. So,
Does it feature dragons?
Possibly. Also known as yes.
I was going to say, possibly. Well,
Reaches Dragons. Okay.
that narrows it down.
So what we got? Bethesda and what?
BioWare. Technically, Dragon's Dogma.
What's that? Capcom.
Yes.
So,
But then you could also have things like.
well, let's do those three at least. Cause
Yeah. Is it done by Bethesda, BioWare, or Capcom?
Yes.
Right. Is it done by Bethesda?
No.
Okay. BioWare.
Yes.
Oh, well, we're down to 3, technically 4 games.
I feel like I needed to throw a bone out because. But not yet. Maybe not. Who knows?
What? It's Dragons, BioWare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please ask me if it's StarCraft.
I don't think there's any dragons in Mass Effect.
No.
I could be wrong. You can't get a dragon armor.
Exactly. The dragon armor from Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, it's your question,
Yeah,
yeah.
is, in Mass Effect.
Try to think how we can narrow this down.
Well, you say it's part of the Dragon Age series.
Is it part of the Dragon Age series?
Yes.
So we're actually not a step further than we were.
Well, we cemented it.
Yeah.
So, but we're on question 10 anyway. So what was the first one? Is that was it? Alistair was it the buddy in that one?
Alistair was in the first one, yeah.
He died in the first one, though, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
He could end up the king, couldn't he, at some
He
point?
could end up the king, yes. He did end up the king in my game.
Is it the first in the series?
No.
Is it the third in the series?
I feel like we're cheating here, but yes.
Why is it cheating?
I don't know. But I feel like I should have picked a harder game now. Anyway, carry on.
Do you have your own home base?
Now, that is a question I cannot answer because I don't know.
What was the third one? Was
The
that
answer is
Inquisition?
yes.
Yes, you can.
What was the third one called? Was that Inquisition? That's not the
Yeah.
third one, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you had Origins 2, because they were super fucking ingenious in the way that they made up their name for that. And then you had,
Inquisition.
yeah, unless he's went for one of the DLCs like Awakening, but I don't think he would have.
Feel like that would have required a lot more planning.
It would have. And you do get your own base in Inquisition.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind next time I don't play it.
Is
Could
that
you, yeah, okay. Could you use one of the words in the title with the phrase "No one expects the Spanish"?
a ...
Just purely for the clever usage of the question, yes, you could.
Is the main bad guy in it Corpheus?
I'm going to
Come on,
assume
Jay.
so, yes.
Okay.
Technically, you could also say Solus was maybe the
Yeah,
main bad
true.
guy.
Can I ask a question on your behalf? Because I feel like we're just circling the drain at this point.
Go for it.
Is there a long period of time where you spent in the hinterlands where you really should have just got on with it and carried on to the rest of the game, which was actually good? Yes.
You should have went to Val Royale.
I don't know how many questions we're on, but I'm assuming that we're sort of finalising.
I feel like
Dragon
with
Age
Dragon Age
Inquisition.
Inquisition.
It is indeed Dragon Age Inquisition. I felt fitting to go with a Dragon Age game, and also I felt like we needed an easier one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Where he had asked you just before we started, tell me about Dragon Age, and then it was like RPG, and I'm like, he's picked Dragon Age.
That was purely a coincidence.
He's picked Dragon.
I was just trying to fill time while
You
I
really
was picking up
needed
a
all
game.
that time to find that one, Jay.
As soon as you got into as soon as you said RPG, that's when I was like, it's a dragon based.
I went through about 4 games before I was like, actually, you know what? Let's go with Dragon Age. Some of which were, I don't think you would have gotten, some of which were way easier than that. So, yes, well done, everybody. We did it.
Yeah.
20 questions. I love playing 20 questions, as I always say. We should play more. We should do more. But next week, we're going to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Yes, sir.
Blopping away.
Blops away.
Blop away. Right, let's go to bed, shall we?
Yeah.
Yep.
A few of us need to drop a few blops.
Yeah.
All right.
Blopping out.
Well, that has been Xbox Taverns After Dark on the 3rd of November. We hope you enjoyed that game, and maybe you got them before we did. Maybe you didn't. Who knows?
Maybe you're still sitting there.
Yeah. Maybe you don't know what any of those games are. Right. And we fare thee well.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See you later.